Oh, did your house ever burn down?
It wasn't my house. So we figured out that the apartment, it's either the apartment downstairs from me or even one more down because we all share a HVAC. You know what I mean? It comes up through the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe figured out that somebody had burned something in their kitchen and it was coming up because he also smelled it in the bedroom, but not in the living room. So he's like, it was probably one of our stupid neighbors. I mean, somebody farts upstairs and I end up smelling it. This is such a weird building like that.
Did this consume your whole Friday after we got off the air?
Yeah, because there was smoke.
Oh, you saw smoke? We didn't know smoke.
I saw a little bit of smoke in the hallway. But I smelled something burning in the bedroom, so we couldn't figure it out. And we figured out that two of my neighbors on Friday night, two of them had kitchen fires or burned something in their kitchen. One of them was a dumbass on my floor. Burned something and was like had the door open and all the smoke was rushing out into the hallway. And then somebody at another floor below me, like one or two below me, was cooking something in the kitchen and burned it. So I had just a coincidence. I had the smell in my bedroom, but then the fire in the hallway.
We had the worst apartment in New York when Cooper and I lived together that you couldn't cook an egg on the stove
right.
without the fire alarm going off. And every time Cooper would cook anything, you would just hear beep, 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 and you would hear Cooper screaming.
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, I'd be steaming broccoli. I would steam friggin' broccoli, and the smoke alarm would go off. So you'd hear me in the kitchen puttering around, and then suddenly, burp, burp,
And I would count in my head. 3, 2, 1, here comes the curses.
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, exactly. And you would come in with a towel and you'd wave it away and we'd open all the windows and open the door.
That was hell.
Yeah, that was hell. Well, what more hell than that was, do you remember when I was married and I was living with Sean Lee in that apartment and we had Smokey Smokerson?
Mm-hmm.
We had one guy. This is so weird. We only shared an HVAC unit with one guy. It was our upstairs neighbor. For some reason, they were connected. And he would sit by the window and smoke cigars.
No.
I mean, one after another. And it would waft in. Like, literally, people would walk into my apartment and go, "You guys smoke cigars?" I'm like, "No, it's my damn neighbor."
But it would be every day you would smoke cigars.
Yes, pretty much every night. And there's nothing you can do about it because you can't knock on someone's door and say, "Hi, can you not smoke in your own apartment?" Mm-hmm. So we were stuck. We'd open the windows in the winter. We had candles going. We had incense going. That was annoying.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's like the neighbors we had before that would smoke really, really bad skunk weed.
Right.
And you couldn't call the police and say, "Look, my neighbor's smoking really bad skunk weed upstairs." You just didn't want to do that.
I feel like I'm being accosted. Smells I'm really sensitive to smells. Mm-hmm. I feel like when, if someone is burning something in the hallway or if someone's smoking or any of that kind of stuff, and just the smell is so insidious. It feels like you're being accosted.
Well, when you smoke, you don't smell it. And
is that right?
Right. So once I quit smoking, I could smell if a car in front of me was smoking. I could smell that.
Wow.
But before, I would go outside and smoke a cigarette and walk back in the house thinking, nobody knows I smoked. I'm going to spray a little mouth stuff in and go and walk back in and go, they have no idea I just smoked a cigarette. Yeah. Which, now that I know, you can tell if somebody smoked a cigarette 2 days ago, you can smell it on them still. So,
well, does the cigarette smoke kill something about your senses in your nose, like your nose sensors or whatever?
It has to, because my pillow, once my smell came back, I could smell it still on my pillow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you smoke all the time. If you smoke 2 or 3 packs a day, you're going to smell like smoke. Everything you own is going to smell like smoke, but you don't smell it.
Yeah, it's a shame. My mother and I rented a car recently, and we got in. As soon as we opened the doors, you could just smell the smoke. We asked for a smoke-free car. Mm-hmm. So the guy who gave us the car must be a smoker because he opened the door and thought, "This smells fine."
Yeah, and that's the thing, and they'll tell you not to smoke in a car, and everybody smokes in the car, and it doesn't matter if the person before you or the person 6 people in front of you,
Right.
the sixth person that rented that car, and it's still going to smell, but they don't smell it. And I used to smoke in a non-smoking hotel room, thinking I was getting away with it. I'll just put it in a little cup of water, and they'll never know, which they knew.
Yeah, see, secondhand smoke isn't the problem. It's secondhand smelling.